Morning muffins, let's go for a walk. Today's walk is the Wellsyke Roundel, which takes in some roads, woodland. It's about 5 miles. It's an easy walk. If you've got the Ordnance Survey app, you'll find it on there as the Wellsyke Roundel 1000 Oaks, and you'll be able to download the route. We start the walk on Sandy Lane, where there's a convenient pull-in place, parking. It's near the Sustrand cycle path that takes you along the old railway track to Horncastle. At the top of Sandy Lane we turn right and we head into Woodhall. Hooray! It's stopped raining. We're now passing into Rooton Moor Wood and away from the main road. This wood's beautiful, full of old beech trees and oaks, silver birch. The autumn colours I think are going to be fantastic. You know, Sandy B's doing really well today because he had a massive walk yesterday because I had the dog walker in with work, and he got a good hour with her, a good walk with me in the morning and another one in the afternoon. But he's still plodding on. This part of the wood is full of pine trees. You know, it's so peaceful in here. You can hear the birds, the occasional woodpecker. The path takes a right here. Alongside this footpath, the Lincolnshire Wildlife Trust are regenerating this land and removing Corsican and Scots pine to allow broadleaf species back in, maybe more oaks. So we're walking down the boundary here, this path of Root and Moor Wood. Lots of bracken. The attack dogs are out. We emerge from the footpath and little driveway and we turn left. This is another reason I describe this walk as 1,000 oaks, because either it's this corridor of oak trees interspersed with birch, gorse and moorland. We're surrounded by nature reserves here. You carry on 2 or 3 miles down, you'll come to the start of my previous walk, Nettlefest, between Kirkby-on-Bane and Tattershall Thorpe. And now, of course, it's started to drizzle again. But we're sheltered by this corridor of oaks somewhat. To our right, as we walk down the lane, is Ostler's plantation. We're now approaching Wellsyke Lane, but opposite Wellsyke Lane is the entrance to a nature reserve, which is worth going to if you're without pets. It's worth mentioning that round here is a lot of lowland heathland, which is quite rare. The Kirkby Moor is a site of special scientific interest, but this is my favourite lane in the whole of Woodhall. This is Wellsyke Lane, and it extends for a mile or so, again bounded by oak trees for most of the way and under cover. It's a really beautiful walk, and as I've said, it's the last side of our triangle, of our rectangle rather. We're heading back to the main road on this lane. Sandy Lane and the parking place is right next to the top of the golf course, which itself is built on lowland heathland. And the Viking Way passes through, which you can walk down straight into the middle of Woodhall, quite close by the Kinnemar in the woods. Another great thing about this walk is I can pretty much guarantee no nettles, unlike the last one. Maybe a few brambles, but you might be lucky in autumn to get some berries off them, but no nettles. This lane really is beautiful. Here's another nature reserve, Moor Farm, Lincolnshire Wildlife Trust. And now we're coming to actually the most difficult bit of our walk, and I think Wainwright described it as a grade 1 in his Lincolnshire Walks book. Yes, it's quite a dangerous blind corner. This is actually easier to navigate at night when you can see car headlights coming, whether you're on foot or in your own vehicle. But being quite serious about it, it is a really blind corner and people can sometimes come whizzing around here. As someone who lives locally, I've experienced it. And when it happens, it's better than an Alton Towers thrill on one of their rides, I can tell you. I think these slows are pretty much out of reach for most people. This woodland to my right, full of silver birch, and you can see the trunks where they're rotting, covered in birch polypore or razor strop fungus. Also hoof fungus as well. We're reaching the end of Wellsyke Lane and emerging onto the road that joins the Ruton Road. At the end of this road we'll be taking a left, and a short distance round the corner we'll join the main Horncastle to Woodhall Spa road again. The nice thing about this walk is that it is circular, it's a roundel walk. And if you get a jog on, it'll take a couple of hours at most. Well, the furry son's done incredibly well. He got loads of exercise yesterday, like I was saying, and he's had these 5 miles today. And he's not slacking off anytime soon. You didn't indicate then, Sandy. It's a little bit remiss of you. Right, we're just joining the Horncastle Road, so we turn left. Yeah, back at Sandy Lane, so I'm going to end the video here. If you've enjoyed it, like and subscribe please, because it always helps my channel. And also I've got to keep this one, the furry sun, he's high maintenance, I can tell you.